Recently, I got a few good deals on some makeup that I had been eyeing, and I'm going to apply it to my face today and achieve this look and talk a little bit about things. So, if you want to watch that, go ahead. My base makeup here is already done. I want to create a look with orange and blue contrasting colors on the color wheel. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Camo Blush. I got this for 10 bucks at a Shoppers Drug Mart, and while I think there was no sales, this still counts as an affordable product, good deal. This orange color really drew me in, and I think it will contrast nicely with the blue, which is what I'm looking to do today. I want to do something very dramatic and not my usual quick makeup that I do when going out. My skin tone is neutral leaning a little warm. So warm colors like oranges, reds, yellowy leaning tones, they look very flattering. Or so I've been told by my teacher at makeup school. Blend, blend. And I think we have a nice, slightly glowy but pigmented blush. I like it. Very simple method to blend in your blush if you over apply is to go on the edges with your foundation brush, and it helps mix everything together. Or at least that's what I do. I think we're good. I got two of the Give Beauty blushes from Winners, which is the equivalent of a TJ Maxx, and they're pretty good colors. I wanted to try these when they initially launched, but somehow I didn't want to pay full price for these. I just didn't think they were worth it. But I got these for 10 Canadian dollars a pop, and I can't complain. So I'm going to put some of the orange one on top of this blush just for kicks, because we don't really need a lot of blush because this is already pigmented enough. But just to check this out, I'm going to put a little bit on. This is the matte side of the blush, and I'm putting on a lot actually. And it's going on pretty well. I think the e.l.f. blush is quite glowy if left on its own, but this has mattified it quite a bit. I also want to see what the glowy blush is like, so I'm going to put that on top as well. Although we probably don't need that much, but I want to see what it's like. I'm going to apply it with a smaller brush, kind of like I would apply highlights. Okay, this one is more orangey than the matte. This one has a warmer tone, whereas the matte one had a more corally tone. I like this. This is very bright orange. Nice. It's like there's two shades of blush, which gives it a bit more dimension, and I'm not mad about it. Okay, more or less. Now let's move on to eyeshadow. Going to prime first. This is the Sigma eyeshadow base, not my favorite, but the colors show up nicely on this one. It is hard to apply though. It's not the most creamy formula. So the palette I want to primarily use is this one, this oldie, Better Than Chocolate from Too Faced. I got this for $25, which is, well, what it's worth actually, to me at least. And it's nice. I think Too Faced formulas always work good, but obviously they're not as popular anymore, and just this is where they're at now. So I'm going in with this. First, I want to go in with this brown and deepen up with this brown. This mainly has all the neutrals you could ever need, plus a couple of colorful shades, which is on par with these mainstream brands. But I was feeling nostalgic, so I got this one. And then I looked at my Too Faced collection, which I will show someday. The only products that I've ever wanted from Too Faced are in my collection. And it's not a whole lot. But back in the day, they did have some nice products, not gonna lie. Okay, that is a nice brown, but I want it to be dramatic. I want it to be more. So I'm going in with the darker brown that I just showed. Let's see if we can be precise with it. Very dark. Well, good enough. I will clean this up later, but for now we're good. I want to use a shimmer, but I know Too Faced shimmers don't pick up well with a brush, so I'm just going to spray it or use a finger, whatever works. I am going in with this blue-purple duochrome. I want to put this on the outer 2/3. Absolutely mediocre payoff. Fingers seem to work better, but not that great either. Next, I will take this shade, the white one. Still have to do the lower lash line, and I'm thinking maybe I should bring in another palette. Maybe an indie brand, because I'm not loving the payoff of this one. Truly mediocre. I also got this one from Too Faced for $22. And the Nouveau palette from ABH for 37 Canadian, which is a good deal. Half price. I think I'm going to stick to this palette because otherwise I'm never gonna use this again. I know myself. I will go back to the extremely higher quality indie brands eventually, so I'm gonna use it now. I'm taking this lavender shimmer in the middle and going to put this on the inner corner. The quality of this palette is truly very sad. It makes me sad. Maybe they had some expired palettes to get rid of. Who knows? I wanted to go the opposite of low-key, and this is very low-key. Or turning out to be. Yeah, well, taking a dark brown for the lower lash line to give it a little bit of definition. I want to put this gold somewhere too because I just feel like it. And it is just as sad as the rest of them. Don't know where it went.
Quick makeup artist tip: if you want to clean up the outer corner of eyeshadow, use a Q-tip to take away the excess pigment and then use your concealer brush to gently pull it upwards and blend.
Using a cream shade to blend this in. It's hard to be impressed by this after you've experienced indie brand quality. That's just how it is. I want to wear the PMG mascara today. This is an ultraviolet blue. Love a colored mascara, but this doesn't seem like it's doing a whole lot because it's dark. It's one of those darker shades. I think that's as much as I want to go. This light white shade is making me angry. So boring and lackluster. So I'm going to try this one here, maybe amp things up a little. Yep, this one is a little better quality, I think. Okay, a little bit better. Okay, acceptable. Now for the lips. Not entirely sure what I should use. Whatever I use, I want it to be extra though. Do I want to wear a blue lip though? Also, yes. Let's raid my Urban Decay collection. Right in front of me because I'm going through some reorganization. I have the shade Frostbite and UVB. These are both blue. Let's see which color goes best. So there's this shade. This is kind of like a periwinkle blue. And then there's this, which is more navy than anything else. I think I'm more inclined towards the deeper blue right now. Of course, that could be a bad decision, of course. This one is Frostbite. This needs a little bit of purple to make it more cobalt. What could do the trick? Let's try out the other one as well. going to put this on top. It's a little lighter than what I want, so maybe this will make it a little bit more purple. Well then, it's layered and I think it works. I don't think I've layered lipsticks in a long time, but here we go. I think I achieved the desired effect. Let's zoom out. So definitely dramatic. The lip took it in a whole other direction than I was planning, but I don't mind it. I am never opposed to a bold lip. You should know that about me by now. Okay, I think we're kind of done here. This is the finished look.